Hey, Rebel Brother. How's it going, my man?
I'm fine, Rebel Brother. What are you rebellious about today?
I am digging my music today.
Now, what you listen to?
Stuff and things from places and artists like this.
Ah, that one. Yes, very rebellious.
So good. And we're very rebellious on the show. We like to push the boundaries, pushing the envelope, seeing what's possible. And with the backing of all of you people, we're going to break some rules today. You know what we're going to do? We're rebels!
Woo!
Yes, we like boundaries. No, we don't. Today we've got an interview with LeLam and his film, The Blue Jet.
Yeah.
Because we are rebels!
Rebels!
Rebels on this show!
Rebels!
So let's roll the Wi-Fi.
Okay, here we go. Woo! Wi-Fi. Woo! Packers. Woo! Rebels. Yeah!
Hi, welcome to the show, everybody. Today's guest, we have LeLam, writer-director of Blue Jet, award-winning film as well.
Yeah.
And has a lot of great music in it too, right?
Yeah.
Tell us about the film.
Well, The Blue Jet is about my father. He told me a story, I don't remember how long ago back, but it was just about, I knew that he was a radio DJ when he was a kid, and I knew that he was in a band, and then he would tell these stories about his youth that were just sounded so cool. Like he played rock and roll in the radio station. He was only allowed to play one hour of rock and roll, but he played two.
Ooh, a rebel.
Yeah, so he would like talk about himself as a rebel. He'd say he'd play in a band. I was writing the story before, and I had written a script, and I tried to get it made, but it wasn't quite going anywhere. It wasn't like a great story, so I put it aside. And then it came time around to make my final grad film, and I thought, and I didn't think about this film actually. I had some other ideas, and I casually told one of my teachers about it, and they're like, "You should do this film." And I'm like, "Yeah, maybe I should." So I took the script back out, and I was like, the script is not great, but I'm gonna keep working on it. And I kept working on it, and I kind of got to a place I was a little bit more happy. Still not quite there. But then I brought it back to my teachers, and they're like, "Oh, how are things going?" And I was like, "Oh, it's going great." I told them about my idea, told them about that, you know, this actors I want to cast, this place I want to shoot it, and they're like, "I thought this was going to be a documentary. You're not going to be able to shoot this in the time that you have."
That's terrible to a creative person.
And I actually, in the end, it helped me more because I was like, of course I can do this. I wanted to prove to them that I could. So this is where I was at. I was like, I wanted to make this, but the script wasn't quite there. And the reason why was because the story is about my dad as a youth, and all these things happen. He fails to get into university because he's too busy with music, drugs, and girls. He starts to hold underground concerts. He sells these. He's the first person to sell bootleg vinyl record. A bunch of stuff happens. So it's like, you know, how am I going to turn this into a short? I didn't think I could. And so, the first time I wrote the script, it was like through his perspective, through the Blue Jet. That was his radio name, the Blue Jet. I was just thinking about it, and it just kind of occurred to me that the heart of the story is sort of like this myth, almost like you hold them to this legendary status, and the way you tell them your idols, the way that you talk about them. I realized like that's how I need to tell this story, not through my father's perspective, but through someone seeing my father.
I see.
And so I realized the best way to tell a story was through a fictionalized character who saw my dad, who was one of my dad's fans, because apparently he would talk about like these bodyguards and these fans, and people really looked up to him. What was really interesting to me about hearing those stories was the way he told it to me, the way just hearing it, him tell it to me. And I realized I need somebody to tell me that story. I need to make up some character to tell that story up.
And that's what you did.
Yeah.
It's brilliantly well done.
I appreciate that.
It's really, really well done. And a lot of great music in it too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed that film, and it's a very, I love it, it's rebel-centric, right?
Yeah.
Fighting against the machine, against the system of the day, right? Because we're rebels here. We do that at Indie Action. We're all about pushing those boundaries as well. I mean, that's why we have guests like you on.
Thank you for having me.
I know that the licensing for music can be really, really difficult. Right?
Yeah, it is really difficult and really expensive. I think what so the music that we used in the Blue Jet, it was music that he heard as a kid, and music that he played as a radio DJ. The music that I use, I don't have the rights to.
We don't care. We're going to watch the film anyway.
Yeah.
Do you want to watch the film?
Hell yeah.
I totally want to watch this film.
Play that film.
Licenses or no licenses? Toasty, roll that Wi-Fi.
It's funny how we are reminded of things.
I am so disappointed in you right now.
So licensing's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Yeah. Well, on that note, I guess we'll go to commercial. Yeah.
Next time you take me to a show about talking fannies, there'd better be talking fannies.